Hey guys, welcome back to Aviassembly. Today we're going to be building the biggest cargo plane I have ever built in the game. It is going to have 3,000 storage and hopefully it's going to look kind of nice. So let's go ahead and get straight to it, shall we? Alright guys, clearly we are not going to be using this cockpit right here because it's for a glider. We're going to use this one because, you know what, it's like an A380 cockpit. It looks pretty cool. Let's go ahead and shove a fuselage directly behind that, and we're going to build something a little bit like the Beluga. So what we need to do is actually make it taller and wider. So taller by a good few, like this, and wider by a good few, taller by a little bit more. Awesome. That looks insane, but I like it. Alright, so from there, let's go ahead and move this guy upwards so that it's in line sort of at the bottom. I think I might need to make it even taller, you know. Okay, let's make it one taller. Oh, I can't. Okay, let's make it one shorter and one less wide. And then if I lower it down, there you go. It's level with the bottom now. Good. Okay. From there, we're going to extend this guy backwards a little bit, and we're going to shove this guy on the back of that. There we go. Okay. So I need 3,000 storage. How am I even going to do that? And bam, there we go. That right there is a fuselage that can hold 3,000 cargo. It does currently weigh 294 weights though, which is actually very, very heavy. So what we need to do now is obviously add wings, we need to figure out landing gear, and we need to figure out engines that will actually get this into the air. Okay, so I decided to experiment with the wings again, and we've made them out of delta wings. I've shoved loads of delta wings together to make the first line, loads of delta wings together to make the second line, and a few delta wings together to make the third line. I've also added some big wings to the end, because I thought, you know what, it's not actually long enough. Let's make it a little bit longer. So there we go. On the rear of this thing, instead of using any sort of tail fins or anything like that, we're actually going to be using big wings. Because let's be honest, normal tail fins would not look anywhere near right on this thing. So that's good. For these guys though, we're actually, like for the vertical stabilizers, we are actually going to use these. There we go. So those guys are going to go there. We're going to shove two on the bottom as well. I think they need turning around. Indeed they do. Hold on, turn it around please. There we go. And we're going to just make that fit. Yes, there we go. That looks awesome so far. Okay, so how about we actually see if we can fly it just like this? I know it seems a little bit weird in terms of like how long it is. It's like a big old pencil, but it should be fine, right? Should be fine. Okay, so the next thing we need to work on is the landing gear. Let's go ahead and attempt that. So shove these guys on the sides for now. And then what we'll do is we'll actually skinny up this. I say skinny up. We're actually going to make the... what am I saying? What am I trying to say? We're making it straight. There we go. Same with these guys right here. There we go. And we'll just extend it forwards by a good lot, actually. Loads. We'll chuck this down here. And then I want to obviously like move it in so that it fits. There we go. Something like that is okay, I suppose. I'm going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3 right there. 1, 2, 3 right here. And there we go. That's where our landing gear is going to go. Where's the center of gravity on this? Oh, actually, you know what? It's going to go forwards. There we go. We're going to shove it right about there. Okay. And we're going to have loads of it. So we're just going to grab these guys, and we're just going to chuck them on the bottom of here. And we're going to have loads and loads and loads of these. And hopefully, it'll be working. Okay, look at that. There is actually quite a few landing gear there. We're also going to shove 2 of these guys on the front end. Just like so, and I'm gonna move it in. In fact, actually, it might not just be 2. I'm gonna go with 4. How about that? There we go. Shove these guys in there. Move it upwards so it's level with the other guys, and move them, I guess, forwards so that they actually fit. Okay. Oh, that looks crazy. Alright, guys, we spawned it in. There. Oh, yes! Okay. Can we actually add enough engines to this to make it fly, is the next question. Okay, so on the previous really big cargo plane build thingamabobby, we actually ended up using these jet engines right here. And everybody was like, why are you using those? Because these ones are actually just much better. And I was using them because these ones should be on slow-moving, kind of heavy aircraft. That's kind of what these look like they're for. But what we're going to do is we're going to use these guys. I don't know where I'm going to put them, but we're going to have a lot of them. So let's do it. I'm actually going to shove maybe a pair of them right here. But what we'll do is we'll actually make them super long by just adding extra engines to the front of them as we go. Alright, so that one, I'm going to try and line them up, so that's all good. Yeah. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this line right here. Right, I've got 32 engines on here. I don't think 32 engines is going to be enough. It might be, but I just don't think so. The problem that we need to deal with now is actually fuel, and unfortunately, 32 engines are going to be very thirsty, so we're going to have a lot of fuel tanks on this. We're going to be using these ones because they're actually the most efficient ones, and we'll just chuck a bunch on the side until we chuck them inside afterwards. So yeah, just move all these guys on the sides. We're gonna go until we have 100 fuel up here. Unfortunately, that's gonna add a load of weight to us, but hopefully that's fine. Okay, 99 fuel is what we've got, and we currently weigh 427 weights. Also, our cargo area, because of the wheel wells, has actually gone up to 3,207. So, let's go ahead and see what happens. Okay, if everybody's ready, let's go, go, go! Oh, we're already in. It flies? Actually, extremely easily. No way! I actually completely did not expect that to work. That is madness. Haha, awesome! Alright, so unfortunately our fuel is a bit of an issue. It runs out insanely quickly. So we're gonna have to just land down here in the forest and hopefully not crash into a tree. Although my wings, I don't know, are they likely to hit a tree? Probably, right? Alright, let's go ahead and flare it. We're in the hills, that's fine. And oh, we bounced. We bounced kind of weirdly, but we are. What the heck is it doing? We're down. We landed. No fuel left. That works. Alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead and double the fuel. We're going to go up to 200 fuel. Alright, guys. We've got double the fuel now. We're up to 200. And I'm assuming taking off is... Yeah, taking off... Oh, my goodness. Is a little bit more difficult now. But we are, in fact, flying. Can you imagine something like this landing at an airport near you? It is absolutely ginormous. I feel like we need bigger wings in the game, to be honest. The fact that we can actually build planes this big, I feel like bigger wings would actually be excellent. Or the ability to resize wings. I think that would be awesome, too. But yeah, it totally works. Let's go ahead and turn ourselves around. We'll head back to the airport and see if we can do an actual landing. I don't know if we'll be able to. Yeah, there's no way we can make it back. So this thing, although it's big and our biggest cargo plane yet, the fuel actually runs out relatively quickly, which is kind of unfortunate. But we landed on the floor in one piece, and I think that's it. Let's call that a wrap. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like on it down below, and comment down below what you guys want to see next. Anyway, thanks for watching, see you next time, goodbye.